Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Elegoo's new resin printer slicer, Elegoo SatelLite. I'm going to show you guys how to download this software as well as a quick tutorial on how to use it, so that way you guys can get started with your resin printers. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into the video. Okay, so the first thing you guys are going to want to do is type in Elegoo on your search engine and just click on their normal website. From there, you're going to head up to the top left where it says Download Center. Then you'll see this side taskbar with all these different options. Click on 3D printers slicing software, and then on series, you're going to go to Resin 3D printer. Now this software right here is the Elegoo SatelLite software specifically made for their resin printers. Before that, you either use Shitubox or Tango, but now Elegoo has their own version of a slicing software for the resin printers. Go ahead and click on download for Windows. They currently do not have an option for Apple machines or Linux. So the only way you're gonna be able to use their software is if you have a Windows machine, which is kind of a downfall, but I'm sure eventually they will make the other OSs compatible. Once you have Elegoo SatelLite installed, it's then going to launch the installation application, and you're just going to go ahead and click through, accept the terms and conditions, and select where you want to download it. Once the installation is complete, it will say welcome to Elegoo SatelLite. Once it's loaded in, it's then going to ask you what language and the theme that you'd like to use. I'm going to keep it in dark mode. Then you can either go through a tutorial and learn how to use all the different functions, but if you've used any sort of resin slicing software, especially like Shitubox or anything like that, you should probably be good to go. For me, I'm just going to click on advanced and I'll walk you guys through how to use certain things. But if you want to just learn through the application, you can click on beginner and it'll give you a little tutorial. So now that you have it completely opened up, you're going to click on new device. And it actually has a bunch of different brands, so you can use other 3D printers besides Elegoo. But for me, I actually do have an Elegoo resin printer, so I'm going to click on Elegoo and then go over to the Elegoo Mars 5 Ultra. And it actually already has all of the parameters and everything already set up, so you don't even need to worry about that. You can mess with the resin type and stuff like that, but you don't necessarily have to. It should be pretty much all made to the preferences of the printer automatically if it did have it available. Click on apply, and there you go. So to look around, you're going to right click and hold, and that's how you spin the build plate around. And if you wanted to move it completely side to side without spinning it, you're going to press on the middle button or your scroll wheel, and that is how you're going to be able to move it around freely like that. To zoom in and out, use the scroll wheel. And once you get onto here, it's actually pretty basic. It's not too different compared to like other FDM printing softwares, but most of the stuff is pretty similar. So if you want to slice a file, click right here to click on your files. Okay, so I dropped in this file of Hulk's head, and now I'm going to show you guys how you would go about slicing this. There is a chance sometimes when you open up a file that it will say that it wants to repair it. You can repair it or ignore it. I recommend just letting it repair it. It takes a little bit of time, but it will help any imperfections in the model and make sure that there's no random floating spaces whenever you go to print. That could lead to damaging either your printer or the model. So the first thing that you can do obviously is click on plate. And basically all this is going to do is lay the model flat wherever you click. So if I click this face right here and then click apply, it will lay it flat. So that way you can precisely put it on the build plate however you want. Next up, you have move. Obviously this will allow you to jog the model on the XY axis. And if it's floating, place on build plate or move to build plate center to center the model. Next up, we have rotate. Same thing, you're able to spin the object around freely on the different axes. Scale, you can change how big or small the model is. And finally, mirror, you're able to actually flip-flop the direction of the model. Next up, if you want to print the model out 100% solid full of resin, you can do that. Or if you want to hollow it out so that way you can save resin as well as make the object lighter, click on this hollow button up here. It'll give you a couple different options to change how much of the model is filled in before it turns hollow, but you can just let it stay on the standard one, click confirm, let it hollow out the model, and then check after that if you want it any thicker or thinner. And basically what you'll be able to see is the model is hollow now on the inside. And then if you change any of the different parameters on like the thickness and stuff like that, that will change right here because this is going to be solid resin. Now, whenever you hollow out a resin model, you're going to want to put a couple of holes on some inconspicuous areas of the model, because you want to be able to let that resin drain out and solidify on the inside. Otherwise it's going to eventually explode, or at least burst open, which is kind of crazy, but it's what it does. So what you're going to want to do is go in an area where you're never going to see these holes, like under here, under the model right here. I'm just going to click it, and it's actually going to dig a hole into the underneath of the model, so that whenever the model is done printing, there will be a hole on the underneath to let all of that resin drain out and the inside to solidify. Now obviously when you have a resin print, you're going to want to have some supports, so you can click on support. Once again, you're able to customize everything over here on the right, but you don't necessarily have to. You can just click generate automatic supports. And now that the generation is done, you guys can see that there is a bunch of small supports, and you can change the amount that it actually puts on the model and where the supports are allowed, and you can even individually click on which ones you want to delete. So once you have all of your supports generated and you're happy with the way that they're laid out, you can then click on back and slice. Just like you do in FDM printing, you're going to slice the file and it will go ahead and cut the file up. Then once it's sliced, you can then either save the sliced file onto a USB drive or an SD card, or just send it through a network transmission, which is like remote printing, and that will send the file off to your printer. Okay, so that's pretty much all you're going to need to know for Elegoo SatelLite. It's pretty standard, just like the rest of the resin printer slicers, and it's nice to see that Elegoo is finally releasing some stuff along with their Centauri Carbon, just getting some more stuff out there, because it's been a while. They've been kind of in the dark lately. So it's nice that they released a new slicer and they have the printer on the way. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I was able to help you guys learn how to use a resin printer slicer and explain it to you pretty quickly and easily, so that way you guys can get started. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, as I do all 3D printing content, and I will see you guys in the next video.